Welcome to Portugal Property Insider, brought to you by the expert team at Private Luxury Collection. If you're thinking about buying, investing, or relocating to Portugal, especially the Algarve, you're in the right place. We cut through the noise to bring you straight-talking insights on luxury real estate, legal updates, market trends, and everything you need to make smart property decisions from abroad. Whether you're a first-time buyer, a seasoned investor, or simply dreaming of a life in the sun, this is your trusted guide to navigating Portugal's high-end property market, one conversation at a time.
Thinking about buying property in Portugal? That's a fantastic choice. But let me ask you this. Would you board a plane that skipped its pre-flight checklist? Of course not. So why would you buy a property without a proper, thorough legal due diligence? In Portugal, what your lawyer checks, or crucially, what they miss, can truly make or break your entire investment. Today, we are pulling back the curtain on what legal due diligence actually looks like here. It's often very different from what you might expect back home, whether that's the US, the UK, or Canada. And it's absolutely essential for your peace of mind and financial security. In most English-speaking countries, legal due diligence is a standard, often automated part of a property buying process. But in Portugal, it's far more critical, and here's why. There's no title insurance here. Unlike in many other countries, you cannot buy an insurance policy that protects you from defects in the property's title. This means the burden of verifying everything falls entirely on your lawyer. Buyers also have far fewer options if things go wrong. If your lawyer misses something crucial and you buy a problematic property, your legal recourse later can be very limited and very costly. And you're often dealing with outdated records. Portugal's property records can be quite complex. You might encounter manual land registries, historical discrepancies, or even surprise inheritance issues that aren't immediately obvious. As the saying goes, the law may not protect you after the fact. Your lawyer must protect you before the fact. Due diligence in Portugal goes beyond just confirming the sellers technically own the property. It's about checking everything connected to that property. Its legal standing, its financial history, and even its physical state and compliance with planning laws. And for this, you need a lawyer who does more than just translate documents. They need to be actively questioning, investigating, and interpreting every single detail. This is your true property insurance. So, what exactly should your lawyer be examining in detail? Here are the most common and most important documents and why they matter. The Land Registry Certificate, or the Certidão de Permanente. This is issued by the Land Registry Office and is essentially the property's legal identity card. It confirms who legally owns the property, is the seller legitimately the sole owner, whether it has a mortgage on it, and if so, how much is outstanding, and if there are any liens, erasements, or other legal burdens, such as debts attached to the property, rights for others to use parts of the land, or other restrictions. Why does it matter? Well, in Portugal, you can never just assume ownership is clear, even on brand new constructions. Issues can arise from past owners, inheritances, or undeclared debt. The next document is the tax records, or the caderneta. Issued by the tax authorities, this document outlines the property's tax identity. It shows the official size of the land and any buildings on it. This is crucial for verifying that the physical property matches its legal description. Its classifications, is it urban or rural? This impacts what you can build or do with the land. And then the property's official tax value. This is the value calculated by the tax office and used to calculate your annual IMI property tax rates. My thoughts on this is that it is often where the first red flags show. If the property tax record says one thing about the property's size and features and the property itself clearly shows another, it's a sign that your lawyer needs to dig much deeper. This could also indicate illegal extensions or undeclared changes. The third document is either a project licensing, construction license, or habitation license. Now, for any urban property built after 1951, your lawyer must verify that all construction permits were properly issued for the original build and any subsequent additions or renovations, that the property was built according to the approved plans. This is critical to avoid any issues with illegal construction, and that the habitation license was officially granted. This document certifies that the property is suitable for its intended use, for example, as a home. And why this matters is that if the home doesn't have this license, perhaps because it was expanded illegally or never formally approved, you could end up buying a building that cannot legally be lived in, occupied, or even sold without major legal headaches and costly rectifications later. This is one of the most common and expensive mistakes. Beyond the standard documents, this is where a truly good lawyer earns their keep, by uncovering the invisible issues that most buyers simply wouldn't know to look for. Arrangements and rights of way. That charming gravel path leading behind the villa that you love, it might be a public arrangement or a neighbour's legal right of way to access their own property. This can affect both your privacy and your property's future resale value. Usufruct rights. This is a far less common but very important one. A property might have someone with a lifetime right to live in it. It's completely legal, and if such a right exists, you would still be buying a property with that person's rights fully intact. You couldn't move in until that right expires, usually upon their death. Then you've got heritage or agricultural restrictions. If you're buying a rural property or one in an area with historical significance, it might sit on protected agricultural land or be subject to heritage preservation rules. That dream of converting an old barn into a guest house, it might not be legal, or it could be irreversible if you've already started. These restrictions can severely limit what you can do and not do with land or property. These details might seem minor, but they may have significant impact for your daily life and your future plans for the property and its long-term value. Now, you cannot rely solely on national property records. Your lawyer must cross-check everything at the local town hall or the Camera Municipal. Why? Because the records at the town hall are crucial for revealing discrepancies. Town hall records might show that an extra building, garage, or even a swimming pool was never officially declared or licensed. Permits for essential utility connections like water or electricity might be missing or incomplete, and past renovations might have been done without the necessary authorization from the municipality. This step is especially vital for older homes or properties in rural areas where informal and unpermitted construction was once more common. What's officially on file at the town hall is often the real legal story of the property, not just what's listed online or what the seller tells you. Given everything we've discussed, choosing the right lawyer is paramount. You want a lawyer who specialises in real estate law, not just any lawyer, but one who truly understands the intricacies of property transactions, especially in the Algarve, speaks fluent English, and practices full transparency with you, because communication is key and you need to understand every step. They need to be completely independent. They should not be referred to by the seller, the developer, or even the selling agent. Their sole loyalty must be to you. And they must send you clear, comprehensive reports. You should receive detailed, easy to understand summaries, not vague reassurances or complex legal jargon. A professional tip for you: when interviewing lawyers, ask them how many property transactions they've personally handled for international buyers in the last 12 months. If the answer is under 10 or they hesitate, it's a strong sign you should keep looking for someone with more specialised experience. So if you're spending €500,000, €1,000,000 or even more on a home in Portugal, please don't treat legal checks like simple administration. This is the stage where deals either fall apart due to serious issues or even worse, where you get trapped into costly legal nightmares long after the closing. A truly great lawyer doesn't just tick boxes on a form. They proactively ask the hard questions you didn't even know to ask. They anticipate problems, interpret hidden signs, and strategize how to protect your investment. That's the real value they bring. That's your genuine insurance in the real Portuguese property market. Buying your dream home in Portugal shouldn't come with legal nightmares. Do the thorough work now so you can sleep soundly later, knowing your investment is secure. If you're thinking about buying in Portugal, make sure you've got the right team behind you. We've helped dozens of international buyers protect their investment with legal first property strategies. Book your one-on-one consultation with a member of our team today by using the link available in the show notes. Thank you for listening to Portugal Property Insider. Please don't forget to subscribe and share this episode with someone else house hunting in Portugal. And we'll catch you next time. Until then, stay curious, stay confident, and make smart moves.